Hi everyone, supporters of the Kickstarter Interpreter of Signs and Harbinger Down. This is Alec Gillis and Tom Woodruff Jr. here, and we'd like to introduce you to someone very special to us, our new friend Sultan Darmaki.
Hi everyone.
And Sultan, many of you know him. He is royalty, so we go like this, right? Right? Is that what we do?
No. We get to go lower than that. Deeper.
No, lower. He's a supporter of over 100 Kickstarter.
Roughly around. I'm still waiting for that magic number 100 to come along. What I really like about the Kickstarter, it's more about the fans who've really done it. I mean, when I see this whole community and this whole family, like one big family. I mean, if it wasn't for your fans, and if it wasn't for Tom and Brian's fan, for the Fire City and for the Harbinger Down, I wouldn't have heard of it, from halfway around the world.
It's interesting because we were talking this morning, and like you mentioned, the nice thing about Kickstarter is it gives you a whole new environment for doing networking.
Exactly.
But it's interesting because instead of just networking among the Hollywood elite or among the producers or the studio people, you're actually being able to network with the actual filmmakers and the creative people like us and the other Kickstarter people who have the passion to want to do their own projects.
Exactly. Look at the substance, the real substance in it. I mean, look at the kind of like the community that happens. It's not like, okay, I'm somebody famous, give me money. No, you actually went ahead and you involved your fans. I think that was the magic word to why you guys like have you've gathered such a big fan base.
What was wonderful about this experience is that it reminded us that we still have a responsibility to our art. Just because studios aren't waving the magic wand at us as much anymore doesn't mean that we shouldn't still be answering to the fans, and that's why we reached out directly to them. And I was really surprised and impressed to discover how many of these fans are actually people working in the industry.
Exactly.
Digital people, sculptors, people in different disciplines of film, as well as doctors and people who are school teachers and people who would send in notes saying I can't afford to pledge anything but good luck, and that means a hell of a lot.
Exactly. The real truth about with Kickstarter is that actually I get more out of it than the projects do out of me. When I was very young, the first things I ever watched was the original King Kong movie, and from that moment I knew that that's what appeals to me. And I think one of the greatest accomplishments that anyone can do is like saying this is doing what they wanted to do as a kid.
Maybe on that note, that happy note, we'll wrap this up. But anyway, we just wanted you fans out there to see who Sultan is, and for all of us collectively to say thank you very much, not only for supporting the two Kickstarters, and which is how we met up with Sultan, but for showing your belief in practical effects, because it's really reinvigorated us in this studio. And thank you, Sultan.
All right. Thanks.
Real pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.